What's up everyone, Silo here. So I'm actually going to be a little bit more quiet in this video because of someone, but so far I just technically want to say is that I just ended up going and buying the Switch 2. Now I did say in one of my videos I think that I am not going to get the Switch 2 in case of a good game comes out. Well, I've seen reviews on Nintendo that they are releasing a new version, remodeled, like updated version of the Ocarina of Time. So, that I did not even know because I was already planning on getting the Switch 2 eventually. But, well, just technically show you guys here the Switch 2. That technically I also want to talk about the price. I only bought the console, I did not buy a game with it. So the thing is that the console was only $480. I was expecting like 500 and something. So it technically knocked me back at least about like I didn't have to go over a 500. I'm still at like 400 and something dollars. Now the thing is that that's not a bad price if you're just buying the console. I wasn't going to buy the console, like I said, until a good game is going to be released. There's a few games I do want to play on the Switch 2, but there's just not really, I could say, really good games out there that I do want to play. So, um, eventually, if when good games start coming out for the Switch 2, then I'll start buying them. But so far, I will transfer certain games from my Switch OLED to my Switch 2, but mostly not a lot. I will mostly install the the digital um, the digital games, like my Batman Tall Tales. I plan on installing that, and my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, where it looks like the classic, but it's like modern, updated originals or something. But so far, that will probably be later. I'm not really going to open the box yet. That will be in a separate video. So, like, separate unboxing video, I guess. I actually need to go through my YouTube channel and find all of my unboxing videos and just kind of put that in a compilation thing. So, so it just shows on what type of consoles I bought through my time and I've uploaded them. I don't know if I did the PlayStation 5. Um, I think I did. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, this is going to be a short video. I technically just wanted to say upon if there's any good new games that come out for the Switch 2, I'll eventually buy them. I want to play Persona 3, but I don't know how good the game is though. I'd like for some advice if anybody has actually played Persona 3. Then I might get it for the Switch. I know that they have Star Wars Outlaw on the Switch too. Apparently, it's got very bad reviews on the game, so I'm not going to really buy it. Um, there have been the new Indiana Jones game is coming out for the Switch too, or it might already be. I'm not really sure. I think it is, but I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to buy Resident Evil Requiem because I have that on the PS5. I'm not going to buy Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild because I've already played them, I've already beaten them. There's no reason of me buying the console again and then playing it on the Switch 2. I get to where people are like, oh, but the Switch 2, it's faster, it loads up quicker and all that stuff. I get that it loads up quicker, but even when I was playing Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, I didn't really have any complaints about the loading screen. It's just like I just think that there's things. Oh, and a game that I probably would play is Yakuza 0. Now, um that might be an interesting game to play. But anyways, just technically saying upon what games I'll play and what games I probably won't, and what games I'll install but I won't install. It's just kind of my choice upon what I think would be good for gameplay and what I think would not be good for gameplay. Now, it'd be fun. Now, there's certain games I can't play because I don't have a desk, so it's like I can't use the mouse control like thing for it. So it's mostly just going to be regular handheld controlled uh, controllers or so. But yeah. Um, Also, I want to get back into the price. So the price being about $480 just for the console, no game included or anything. It's like if you have a regular job like me, and not like a YouTube job because I'm not getting paid through YouTube. But you can technically, if you have a job, you could save up money to make up that $400 back, and you can save up money to buy a protection screen, to buy a wireless controller for the console, just certain things that I kind of think that would be good for anyone to technically buy. I mean, especially if you have a job and you're just technically saving up money. But no, buying the console would probably be the best option because it helps you to technically spend only just 480 instead of 500 and something. Um, so you'll be able to like save up money if you have a job and stuff, and just kind of save up that 400 back into saving up for maybe a screensaver, controller, whatever type of stuff you want to buy for it. So yeah, the price was pretty good, really good. I thought like it was going to be quite a lot, but even though it still is 480, is still quietly a lot of money. But it's not that bad, especially if you're just buying the console. I mean, heck, the Xbox and the PlayStation were a lot more expensive for those consoles instead of just, the Switch 2 of just costing about 480. Didn't really go over the 500 mark. So, yeah, I recommend upon just buying the console first and then save up money to buy a screensaver and save up money, or unless if you still have enough, buy a wireless controller or whatever for it. Practically up to you. So yeah, this video is going to be short, not too long. It's just mostly talking about the Switch 2 and officially a futuristic unboxing video for it. I will also include that I did beat Direct or something 80/20. My thoughts on the game: I'm going back because there are a few mistakes that I technically did in the game that I am planning on replaying, but I will give my review on that later in another video. But I am also playing the new 007 game. It's pretty much like a young James Bond who is just now starting in MI6. He's just now beginning his missions and other types of stuff, but I'm still waiting for their code names to be said because, you got Bond as 007, but if you think of 006, which made his appearance in GoldenEye, it just makes me think, well, who's 006? And it has to be someone that James Bond has been friends with for a long time during the whole MI6 thing. So then it just kind of makes me think like, oh, he's going to be 006, which means that if you think of it in GoldenEye, that would be him. And I just kind of think that's kind of cool. So it just makes me think upon who these type of characters are. Usually in certain missions on games like 007 and stuff like that, some people technically die, mostly that they're close to him, or either they sacrifice themselves because they're agents. But I'm still playing the game. So far, I actually kind of like the mechanics to the game itself. I mean, I get to where it's like there was a cone. Somebody showed a visual up on Red Dead Redemption or GTA that if you hit a cone, like a traffic cone, it'll flop off to the side or it will get smashed. Well, in this, you could just back up over a cone and it's not going to move. I get to where they're trying to point out certain flaws about the game, but they actually did get a couple things that are kind of cool in the game itself. One shot kills to the head. You can shoot them in the hand and it disarms them from their guns. And you could shoot them in both legs. They'll go down, practically just killing them. So you're just pretty much kind of like John Wick in a way. You can pull out your gun, shoot them in the legs, and then like they'll fall down dead, or you could like shoot the gun out of their hand and shoot them in the head. It's just different types of ways on how you can take out these bad guys and stuff. So I love action games, which is why I bought the James Bond game, and I hope that it stands up better than you technically think. I think people mostly put too much into the graphics, up on like, oh, the cone's not bending when you back up into it with a car. But because that it's more focused on action and other types of things, they probably didn't really have like much to put onto it. It's like, we got to put ragdoll on the bad guys, we got to put movement on a few other things. But mostly out of everything else, the tables, the couches, the chairs, all that has to be stiff. It can't move. I get that. And like, it's like, oh, this bathroom scene, everything is smashable. Smash his face against the urinal, like throw him into the bathroom stall and stuff. Like, stuff like that. I can understand if that has to be programmed into the game because it's like a fight scene arena that you can technically use and smash and all that other stuff. But like when you, in the first part of the game, when like the storm is happening and you're walking on the beach, you see like a helmet wash against the water and stuff. That's some decent and cool detail and stuff. It may not give off like full blood details and such because you don't really see too much of it. Or at least I haven't seen any of it. But again, mostly James Bond's games are usually action-packed, so it's supposed to have certain details in games that are more focused with action and other types of combat, but not too much around like certain like levels of scenery. I mean, when I first arrived on the training base, I see like a boat in the distance that looked like it was missing a few details. It just looked gray and flat and not really much to it. So it just seemed like a detail that was kind of off, that didn't look right. But yeah, that's my thoughts right now up on games and the Switch 2. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys think that $480 is actually worth of just buying the console itself for the Switch 2, I recommend of just going and getting it like just for the console and then save up money down the line of buying certain things with it. But unless if you're a person with a silver spoon in your mouth and you got a lot of money and stuff like that, well then go crazy with it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me what games you think would be good to play on the Switch 2. I've already looked up quite a few, but I'm not really sure. But leave your comments down below in the comment thing, and hope to see you guys again in the next video. See ya.